What is going on, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global back here with another video, and in this one we're going to be talking about the penalties that the New England Patriots are going under after Spygate 2.0. On the same day that we signed Mr. Cam Newton, which if you want to hear my thoughts, you want to hear the video on that, go ahead and check it out. It's my latest video before this one was dropped, so if you're interested in hearing about it, go give it a watch after you're done watching this one. But the New England Patriots finally got their penalties for that whole videotaping fiasco against the Cincinnati Bengals quite a few months ago. It was right before the New England Patriots were going to be playing the Cincinnati Bengals, and this whole thing came aroused, and it has taken this long for the NFL to make a decision on what they were going to do with the New England Patriots. So essentially, there's three things that the New England Patriots have been given as a penalty. The first one is that they're going to be fined $1.1 million. Now, this is nothing too big, nothing too crazy. I mean, I think it's a little drastic that for a potential Spygate, they're being fined $1.1 million. But I mean, out of Robert Kraft's pocket, that's literally $1 to us poor people, so that's not a big deal. I didn't really care about that. The Patriots team production crew is also banned from filming games this upcoming season, so the whole Do Your Job documentary looks like nothing's really going to be able to be filmed when it comes to game-wise, which that sucks, but you know, whatever. The biggest thing here is that the New England Patriots are going to be docked a 2021 third-round draft pick. And a lot of Pats fans have taken this mentality of, who cares? You know, $1 million out of Robert Kraft's pocket doesn't affect the team. It's only $1 million to him. Like, who cares? So what, the Patriots team production crew can't film, whatever. And hey, it's just a third round pick. The New England Patriots will still have another one because of a compensatory pick from Tom Brady. So essentially, who really cares anyway? But me personally, I'm pretty pissed off at this just for the fact that the NFL is proving that the New England Patriots are put on a different level than every single other NFL team. I guarantee you any other NFL team could have done this and it wouldn't have mattered. It would have been dropped. Whenever something negative comes about the New England Patriots, whenever there's a rumor about them potentially doing something there shouldn't be, it gets totally out of proportion. Investigations start right away. But when other teams have issues with this stuff, it's talked about for a little bit, but then it's dropped off. A couple of stories that come to mind when I reference that point is the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers have been caught multiple times, not just once, multiple times, for under-deflated footballs. And every single time the NFL has dropped it. Not a proper investigation, no media attention, nobody cares about it because it's not the New England Patriots, one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NFL, especially over the past few decades. I mean, it's no secret the Patriots are the most hated team in the NFL. People want to hate the Patriots, and it's because they're successful. I mean, if you're not a fan of the Patriots, you're an outside source looking into the New England Patriots team of their success, yeah, of course you're going to want to find reasons to hate on them. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers have not been the only team that has had some issues with this. There was actually an incident where the Seattle Seahawks had the exact same thing happen with deflated footballs. Again, no media attention. And again, no NFL investigation for it. Now, I guarantee you if this was the New England Patriots, though, it would have been an entire different story. And the thing about those Pittsburgh Steelers games, too, is the fact that they weren't happening in extremely cold climates. It's not like when the New England Patriots got in trouble for this and they played the Colts and it was below 30 degrees, where scientifically, if you take just a middle school science class, you would know that ball pressure will drop. It wasn't cold enough for the temperature to drop from the balls that the Steelers were using at the time. But again, not the Patriots, nobody cares. I feel like every single time the New England Patriots find success, there's always a reason that, you know, other fan bases and haters of the New England Patriots try to find reasons why they're having success. So they try to say, you know what, the refs help the Patriots. The NFL is just so on the Patriots side. The NFL is the last thing on the Patriots side. And they've proven that on multiple times. They are held to a different perspective than every single NFL team, and this shows it yet again. I mean, this happened months ago, and the NFL even said that they were having a hard time finding evidence and that they were actually getting upset about it. This also had nothing to do with football, nothing to do with the New England Patriots team at all. The people who were recording this were videographers filming for the classic Do Your Job. They were signed by Robert Kraft on the side. These were guys that have been doing this for years for the Do Your Job documentaries, guys who have never had issues of this in the past. But because they were filming in the wrong press box, they got in trouble for it. I mean, this is something that Bill Belichick doesn't even know about because his focus is on the team. His focus is on winning games, making roster moves according to what he has to do fit for the football team, the New England Patriots. He's not, anywhere associated with a Do Your Job documentary. He has nothing to do with that. In fact, when the news dropped and Robert Kraft, and more specifically Bill Belichick, found out about this, they were furious. And Bill Belichick already knew that this was somehow going to come back to the Patriots despite this having nothing to do with football. And right when they found out about this, Robert Kraft literally fired the guys that were filming this, were the videographers. The video that was actually filmed, that the Patriots were in the press box and actually ended up filming that they weren't supposed to, the video was actually released. And in the video, you could see that there was nothing that would clearly be helping out the Patriots in any manner. Let's also understand the fact that this was a regular season game. The New England Patriots were going up against the Cincinnati Bengals, one of the worst teams in all of NFL football. If the Patriots were going to cheat, they would have done it against a team that they had concern winning against, that they weren't confident in winning, for lack of better words. I mean, do you really think that Bill Belichick needed intel on the Cincinnati Bengals, the best coach, the wizard coach in all of sports? You think that he couldn't beat a below average Bengals team by himself? When you look at all the facts, it clearly states that the New England Patriots truthfully didn't know anything about this. You look at the facts, why would they even videotape them? What do they need to know about the Bengals? I mean, again, the Bengals aren't a complex team whatsoever. I'm pretty sure my grandma could break down exactly what the Bengals were doing. And the thing here, too, is the fact that Bill Belichick, Robert Kraft, everybody proceeded in handling this as best they could. They were very, very cooperative with anything. When they were brought in for questioning, they answered whatever they needed to. When they were asked to come in, they came in. When they were asked to turn over the tape, they had no problem with it. It's not like anything is cut out of the video. The sound isn't even cut out, so you can see from starting the tape, from ending the tape, and the audio. So clearly, what are the New England Patriots trying to hide? And you know what? I guarantee you, because of the issues in the past with the New England Patriots, with all of this BS that has happened with the New England Patriots in the past, I guarantee you that that is a big factor on why they came into the decision they had. I guarantee you that the evidence was circumstantial at best. But you know what? It's the New England Patriots. Why not, right? It's the New England Patriots. We don't want them to be successful anymore. Let's try to take away what we can from them. I mean, really, NFL, a third-round pick, that is a still high-round draft pick. It's not like this was the Super Bowl. It's not like this was a determined game that determined playoffs or seeding or Super Bowl or any BS like that. It's not like it was a must-win game for New England. And again, they fully cooperated with you. Again, it's against the Bengals. It's not even up against a good team. And yet you're still going to take a higher round draft pick from New England. For anybody that thinks the New England Patriots get extra credit or undeserved love from the NFL or any BS like that, please learn football, because this clearly states the exact opposite. The fact that many other teams can get caught doing much worse stuff than the Patriots, and with more hardcore, distinct evidence, and the NFL passes it along. The NFL is struggling to find evidence. They keep the investigation going on for months. Evidence, again, circumstantial at complete best, and the New England Patriots still get pounded. With the players the New England Patriots lost this offseason, they were going to be stacked with compensatory picks. Currently, the New England Patriots, or I should say before this whole thing, the New England Patriots were sitting with a first-round pick, a second-round pick, 2 third-round picks, 3 fourth-round picks, a fifth, 3 sixths, and a seventh. The New England Patriots still have all of that, except one of those third rounds is now being taken away, basically canceling out any of those compensatory picks that the New England Patriots had. Again, that third-round compensatory pick was coming from Tom Brady. So basically, it's as if the New England Patriots got nothing for the departure of Tom Brady. And look, hey, yeah, the New England Patriots, they still have a third-round pick. They are still jacked up with the amount of draft picks they have, and they can still maneuver and do whatever they want with it. But still, that is one less above average trade the New England Patriots can make. That is one less above average player the New England Patriots could potentially select in the draft. That is less capital to be able to bribe teams with for potential trades, potential moving up in the draft, or whatnot. But hey, yet again, the NFL holds the Patriots at a double standard. But hey, you know what? Just fuel more fire to the NFL, or fuel more fire to the Patriots. NFL. I mean, Roger Goodell, how many times do you have to do this to the New England Patriots to see what you're doing? It just fuels them up, you idiot. Go ahead and unrightfully disown and disrespect the Patriots, because you're not even hurting the team. You're putting disrespect and you're throwing dirt on the team. I guarantee you Robert Kraft isn't going to like that. Guarantee Bill Belichick isn't going to like that. And the Patriots already have enough fire for one offseason. And you just gave them another truckload of wood to that fire, my friend. But that's going to be it for today's video. The New England Patriots get wrongfully disciplined yet again. What are your guys' thoughts on this situation? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like this video if you haven't already, and consider subscribing to the channel for all of your NFL content. Like always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.